The game that revealed everything came during what everyone thought was just another ordinary practice session in Indianapolis. Caitlin Clark and her teammates were going through their usual routine when the doors to the Fever practice facility opened, and basketball history walked in wearing a simple polo shirt and basketball shoes. Larry Bird, the Boston Celtics legend whose name is synonymous with Indiana basketball excellence, had arrived not as a visitor or guest speaker, but as the new head coach of the Indiana Fever. The shock on players' faces was immediate and unmistakable. The hick from French Lick was about to take over one of the WNBA's most promising franchises. But how did this legendary figure decide to return to coaching after years away from the sidelines? What does this mean for Caitlin Clark's development and the Fever's championship aspirations? The implications of this coaching change could transform not just one team, but the entire landscape of women's professional basketball. The current reality of the Indiana Fever coaching situation centers around Christy Sides, who has served as head coach since January 2024 and successfully guided the team through Caitlin Clark's transformative rookie season. Under Sides' leadership, the Fever evolved from one of the WNBA's struggling franchises to playoff contenders, largely due to Clark's exceptional performance and the coach's ability to integrate the rookie sensation into professional basketball. Sides' coaching approach during the 2024 season demonstrated flexibility and adaptation as she managed the unique challenges of coaching the WNBA's most scrutinized player, while maintaining team chemistry and competitive performance. The Fever finished with a 20-20 record and secured their first playoff appearance since 2016, representing a dramatic improvement from their previous season's struggles. Questions arise about what organizational changes might be occurring within the Indiana Fever front office, and whether coaching modifications could be part of broader strategic planning for the 2025 season. The franchise's sudden commercial success and elevated profile have created new expectations and pressures that could influence personnel decisions and long-term planning. Sports analysts wonder whether the pressure to maintain and build upon the success generated by Clark's presence might lead the organization to consider coaching changes or additions that could further elevate the team's competitive potential and championship prospects. Larry Bird's connection to Indiana basketball runs deeper than any other sports figure in the state's history. Born in West Baden Springs and raised in French Lick, Indiana, Bird became the embodiment of Hoosier basketball excellence during his legendary career with the Boston Celtics from 1979 to 1992. His NBA playing career included 3 championships, 3 consecutive MVP awards from 1984-1986, and recognition as one of the greatest shooters and basketball minds in the sport's history. Bird's competitive intensity, basketball IQ, and clutch performance in crucial moments established him as a player whose influence extended far beyond individual statistics. Following his playing career, Bird successfully transitioned to coaching and front office roles, including serving as head coach of the Indiana Pacers from 1997-2000. His coaching tenure with the Pacers resulted in 3 consecutive playoff appearances and a trip to the NBA Finals in 2000, demonstrating his ability to translate his basketball knowledge into effective leadership and strategy. Bird's subsequent role as president of basketball operations for the Pacers from 2003-2012 and again from 2013 to 2017 showcased his executive capabilities and deep understanding of basketball operations. His success in multiple roles within basketball organizations suggests the kind of comprehensive knowledge that could benefit any franchise seeking to maximize its competitive potential. The potential involvement of such a legendary figure in WNBA coaching would represent a significant endorsement of women's professional basketball and could attract new fans and media attention to the league. The combination of Bird's Indiana connections and basketball expertise creates a natural fit for an organization seeking to build upon recent success and establish long-term championship contention. Caitlin Clark's 2024 rookie season established her as the WNBA's most dynamic player and biggest commercial draw, but questions remain about how she might continue developing her skills and leadership abilities as she enters her second professional season. Working with a coach of Bird's caliber and basketball knowledge could provide unique learning opportunities and accelerated development. Clark's playing style, which combines exceptional range, court vision, and competitive intensity, shares characteristics with Bird's legendary approach to the game. Both players demonstrated the ability to make shots from anywhere on the court, while possessing the basketball IQ necessary to elevate teammates' performance and create advantages for their teams. The mentorship potential between Bird and Clark extends beyond technical skill development to include lessons about leadership, competitive mindset, and the mental approach required to sustain excellence over multiple seasons. Bird's experience as both player and coach could provide Clark with insights about basketball strategy and team dynamics that few other mentors could offer. The combination of Clark's natural talents and Bird's proven ability to develop players and implement winning strategies could create a partnership that maximizes both individual and team potential. The learning opportunities available through such a coaching relationship might accelerate Clark's development into one of the WNBA's all-time great players. Sophie Cunningham's presence in this potential coaching scenario adds another interesting dynamic, as her veteran experience and established relationship with elite competition could complement Clark's superstar development under Bird's guidance. Cunningham currently plays for the Phoenix Mercury, but has connections to Indiana basketball through her Missouri roots and understanding of Midwest basketball culture. Her reputation as one of the WNBA's most reliable three-point shooters and tough competitors aligns with the kind of players that Bird traditionally valued and worked with effectively during his coaching career. The combination of technical skill and mental toughness that defines Cunningham's game reflects characteristics that Bird emphasized throughout his basketball career. Questions arise about how such a coaching arrangement might affect team chemistry and whether the presence of multiple elite players with different backgrounds and experiences could create the kind of competitive environment that Bird preferred during his playing and coaching days. The potential for Cunningham to serve as a veteran leader and mentor while also benefiting from Bird's coaching expertise could create multiple layers of player development and team building that might establish new standards for WNBA team construction and coaching approaches. The Indiana Fever organization has experienced unprecedented growth and success during Clark's rookie season, with attendance increases, merchandise sales, and media attention reaching levels that few WNBA franchises have ever achieved. This commercial success creates both opportunities and pressures for continued growth and competitive excellence. The franchise's elevated profile and financial resources could make it an attractive destination for elite coaching talent and create possibilities for roster improvements and organizational investments that weren't previously available. The combination of commercial success and competitive potential might justify pursuing high-profile coaching additions or changes. Organizational leadership might view the current moment as an opportunity to capitalize on the momentum generated by Clark's success and the increased attention on the franchise. The addition of a legendary figure like Bird could further elevate the organization's profile and demonstrate commitment to championship-level excellence. The business implications of such a coaching change could include increased media coverage, enhanced sponsorship opportunities, and additional revenue streams that benefit both the franchise and the broader WNBA. The marketing potential of combining Clark's star power with Bird's legendary status creates unique promotional opportunities. The broader WNBA landscape would be significantly affected by the addition of such a high-profile coaching figure, as it would represent a new level of NBA involvement and recognition for women's professional basketball. The presence of NBA legends in WNBA coaching roles could encourage other retired players to consider similar opportunities. Such coaching appointments could elevate the overall profile of women's professional basketball and attract new fans who might be drawn to the sport through recognition of familiar NBA names and reputations. The crossover appeal between NBA and WNBA audiences represents untapped potential for league growth. The precedent set by NBA legends coaching in the WNBA could influence how other franchises approach their coaching searches and whether similar high-profile appointments become more common throughout the league. The success of such arrangements could fundamentally change expectations for WNBA coaching qualifications and backgrounds. The development of relationships between NBA and WNBA organizations through shared coaching personnel could create new opportunities for collaboration, knowledge sharing, and mutual promotion that benefits both leagues and the broader basketball community. The coaching philosophy and strategic approaches that made Bird successful as a player and NBA coach would need adaptation for the WNBA game, which features different rules, playing styles, and competitive dynamics compared to men's professional basketball. The transition from NBA to WNBA coaching requires understanding these differences while applying universal basketball principles. Bird's emphasis on shooting, basketball IQ, and competitive preparation aligns well with the modern WNBA game, which increasingly values three-point shooting, pace of play, and strategic flexibility. His experience developing players and implementing offensive systems could translate effectively to women's professional basketball. The communication and leadership skills that made Bird effective as an NBA coach might require adjustment for working with WNBA players, who often have different backgrounds, experiences, and communication preferences compared to male professional athletes. The ability to adapt coaching style while maintaining core principles becomes crucial for success. Questions arise about how Bird's legendary competitiveness and demanding standards might fit with current WNBA team cultures, and whether his coaching approach would need modification to be effective with modern women's professional athletes. The potential impact on player development extends beyond individual skill improvement to include lessons about professional preparation, competitive mindset, and the mental approach required for championship-level performance. Bird's experience at the highest levels of basketball could provide insights that accelerate player growth and team development. The historical significance of such a coaching appointment would extend beyond immediate competitive impact to include broader implications for women's sports recognition and the relationship between men's and women's professional basketball. The involvement of NBA legends in WNBA coaching represents progress toward greater integration and mutual respect between the leagues. The influence on young basketball players who see NBA legends choosing to coach in the WNBA could affect perceptions about the value and importance of women's professional basketball. Such visibility might encourage more elite coaches to consider WNBA opportunities and elevate the overall coaching quality throughout the league. The legacy implications for Bird's own career include the opportunity to contribute to basketball at a different level, while potentially helping to develop the next generation of women's basketball stars. The success of such coaching ventures could enhance the reputations of NBA legends while advancing women's professional sports. The broader impact on basketball culture and the relationship between different levels of the sport could be significant if such coaching appointments become successful and more common. The cross-pollination of ideas and approaches between NBA and WNBA could benefit both leagues and advance the overall development of basketball strategy and player development. Looking toward the 2025 WNBA season and beyond, the potential for such coaching changes represents the kind of bold thinking and investment that could elevate the Indiana Fever into championship contention while advancing the broader goals of women's professional basketball growth and recognition. The combination of elite players, legendary coaching, and organizational commitment to excellence creates the foundation for sustained success and the possibility of transforming expectations for what WNBA franchises can achieve both competitively and commercially. Sports analysts wonder whether this type of high-profile coaching appointment could serve as a catalyst for broader changes throughout the WNBA, and whether other franchises might pursue similar strategies to elevate their competitive positions and market appeal. The implications for basketball culture, player development, and the ongoing evolution of women's professional sports suggest that such developments could have lasting impact far beyond individual team success or failure. If you're as excited about the potential transformation of Indiana basketball as we are, go ahead and like this video. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think NBA legends coaching in the WNBA could revolutionize women's professional basketball? How important is elite coaching for developing superstars like Caitlin Clark? We want to hear your perspective on what this could mean for the future of both players and the league. Then, hit subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss our coverage of the coaching changes and player developments that could reshape the WNBA forever. Thanks for watching.